Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, to Concordia, Kansas, to the Concordia City Athletic Complex. We're here on May 15, 2019 for Class 3A semifinal baseball hosted by Beloit. Their field ended up not being playable due to all the rains we've had, so it's been moved to Concordia, though they're still hosting it. It's a beautiful day, 83 degrees today. The wind is out of the southeast at 11 miles an hour, and the field faces northeast, so no balls will be hitting directly into the wind, and the balls ought to carry real well out to the left field. The very end of the field is a 330 mark on the fence. 360 getting close to center. Dead center's 390, and it's 360 or 330 the other way, so very, very symmetrical. Dale Leach here for CityLinkTV.com Minneapolis, as the Lions are taking on the Hoisington Central Plains Cardinals today. Number 1 seed versus the number 4 seed. Hoisington beat Ellsworth Central Plains by a score of 10-0 in 5 innings last Monday when Minneapolis took care of Lincoln Sylvan Grove Lucas by the same score in 5. Great day for baseball. This is a season of many firsts for the Minneapolis baseball program here in 2019. It's the 13th year of the program overall, and this is the first season that the program has had over 12 wins. They are now 17-3. This is the first year that we've contended for league title. Lost that league title by 1 run in 7 innings last Friday at Southeast of Saline on a force out. And this is the first time that Minneapolis has been a number 1 seed in regional play. A couple other highlights. We had first sweep of the Sacred Heart in a series this year, and this is the second time in series history had to sweep Beloit. Minneapolis is, as I said, 17-3 overall. Their average score has been 14-4 in their favor in 5 innings. Overall, Minneapolis is 2-12 in postseason play in regionals dating back to 2007. Our 2 wins were in quarterfinal play in 2008 and 2014. So, if we should win today, this will be the first time that Minneapolis has won a semifinal game. A little lineup changes today. Trent Meckel was injured in the game against Southeast Saline. Didn't play Monday and is not in the lineup today. Getting ready for the introductions here.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sub-State Regional hosted by Beloit here at Concordia, Kansas. Our first semifinal game will be the Hoisington Cardinals versus the Minneapolis Lions. Here are the lineups for our first game for the visiting Hoisington Cardinals.
Hoisington lineup first. Guess they're not quite ready for him. Hoisington is 13-6 overall. Their average score has been a winning numbers of 8-4 in 6.5 innings. This is the first ever game Minneapolis will have played against the Hoisington Cardinals in baseball. Umpires are still speaking with the coaches. We're not quite ready to go yet. Starting pitcher today will be Garrett Gatenhield, senior, for Minneapolis. We'll be holding Spencer Davidson back for game 2, I'm guessing. Looks like the umpires visit with the managers, coaches are over. Miles Minguez will be batting first.
Number 13, playing center field. Jared Beaverly. Batting second, number 14, playing second base. Braxton Donovan. Batting third, number 4. Pitching today, Miles Menges. Batting fourth, number 6. Catching today, Jacob Speck. Batting fifth, number 2, playing third base today, Avery Brewer. Batting sixth, number 16, playing shortstop, Holt Hanslick.
Holt Hanslick.
Batting seventh, number 1, playing right field, left field, number 1, Trey Byers. Batting eighth, number 11, first baseman, Derek Boxberger. And batting ninth, playing right field, number 21, Cameron Schneewise.
That's not the order I was given, but got most of the
Minneapolis Lions.
batting order there.
Batting first, number 10, Nolan White.
Nolan White batting first. Shortstop.
Playing shortstop. Batting second, number 16, playing right field,
Cade Thomas in right field, number 16.
Batting third, number 1, playing center field, Caden Griffin.
Caden Griffin,
Batting fourth,
center fielder.
number 24, playing first base,
First baseman, Spencer Davidson, number 24.
Batting fifth, number 14, catching, Cooper Thompson.
Cooper Thompson,
Batting
catcher.
sixth, number 12, playing third base, Luke Vogel.
Lucas Vogel, third baseman.
Batting seventh, number 23, and pitching today, Dayton Field.
Gatenhield, the pitcher.
Batting eighth, number 8, playing second base, Daniel Watson.
Watson,
Batting ninth, number 2, playing left field, Levi Auschman.
Levi Oshman, left fielder, senior, number 2. So basically, Daniel Watson is taking the place
Ladies and gentlemen,
of
please rise.
Trent Meckel
Look toward the
for
flag
today,
for our national anthem.
and it's time for the national anthem. All right, let's play ball.
Here's some baseball.
Again, Dale Leach here on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis. We're here on the Minneapolis side, just to the south of their dugout, so we're on the third baseline, basically, with an angled look at the batter's box. Gaten Heel starting as pitcher. Gaten has an ERA of 4.141 on the season. His overall record is 4 wins, 1 loss. Has pitched in 6 games. Number 13, Jared Bieberly, is the leadoff batter.
Number 13, Jared Bieberly.
High and outside, ball 1. Ball 2, the call. The 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. And the 3-0 pitch. Walked him. So we put a runner on first with a walk. Up is number 14, Braxton Donovan. Swung and hit. Shortstop. Nolan White's under it and makes the catch. Puts Donovan out with the fly out.
Batting second, number 14, Braxton Donovan.
Up for Hoisington Central Plains is number 4, Miles Minguez, their starting pitcher. Ball's in the ground. That's going to move the runner to second on an error. So 1-0 the count here. He hits that foul down the right sideline. Evens the count at 1-1. One pitch coming. Strike two. So the 1-2 pitch from Gayton. Swung on, out into left field. Osherman makes the catch and moves the runner back to second.
Now batting number 4, Miles Ranger.
And number 6, up to bat, Jacob Specht. High and outside. Ball 1. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 count to Specht. Ball 3. 3-0 count coming up. Walked in. Second walk of the day on Heald. Runners at first and second for Hoisington with 2 down. Number 2, Brewer, up the bat for Hoisington. Ball 1. So the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 2 down here on 2 flyouts. 2 men on at first and second. Foul tip back into the fence. Scoreboard has 1 ball, 2 strikes. I thought there was 2 balls earlier, but I'm wrong, I guess. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. Ends the inning. So Hoisington strands 2, scores none on 2 walks with a strikeout and 2 flyouts. Kansas State High School Activity Association is a nonprofit organization supported by more than 800 member schools. CASHA and its member schools promote, develop, and direct interscholastic activities to contribute to a well-rounded and meaningful educational experience. The positive values of competition and good sportsmanship for both participants and spectators are continually encouraged. This is a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activity Association and CityLinkTV.com Minneapolis channel. These games are brought to you in part by the Davidson Agency. It's Lyle Davidson, offices in Bennington, Delphos, and Minneapolis. He is your nationwide insurance agent for the area and also an independent insurance agent offering a wide range of companies and products. Offices in Bennington, Delphos, Minneapolis. Lyle can be reached at 785-523-4202 for all your insurance needs. Up from Minneapolis will be Nolan White, number 10, our shortstop. Nolan is batting .447 on the season, on base percentage of .645.
Leading off for the Minneapolis Lions, number 10, Nolan White.
Pitching for the Cards is number 4, Miles Mingus. Strike one on the inside. Ball one, strike one to White. He connects with that. It's out in the left field. Falls foul. Makes the count 1-2. Low and outside. Evens the count at 2-2 to White. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and pop up to the right. Caught by the catcher for the out. Brings Cade Thomas up, number 16, the right fielder. On deck, Caden Griffin. He connects with that out into center field. They make the catch for 2 down from Minneapolis. Caden Griffin up with Spencer Davidson on deck. Caden has a .384 batting average, on deck base percentage of .446. Ball one. Ball two. Your 2-0 pitch coming up to Griffin. He connects that. The pitcher gets it and throws him out of first for a 1-2-3 inning. So nobody on base for Minneapolis, no runs, no hits. 2 flyouts and 1 ground out for the Lions. I don't have them in order. What I had was wrong.
So you don't have
this is ours. This is theirs. I've put in their order as they've gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What they had is not right. This is what I wrote down,
Really?
but it's not the order that they announced.
So what batter are we on?
They are number. Well, I don't know which one they have coming up.
But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be batter number 6.
Yes, batter 6 coming up.
Well, we'll just
Which
start
one it is, I don't know. 16 is number 6 coming up. And that is Colt Henslick. On deck is number 1. That's Trey Byers.
Leading off second inning, number 16, Holt Hensley.
All right, Colt Henslick. Shortstop is up for Hoisington. 0-0 here. Gayton Hill pitching. He had a strikeout, 2 walks. In the first time around, the 2 batters had flyouts. Foul there. Count is 0-1. Pop up. Be out of play. Strike 2. Oh, 2. Ball gets away. Fortunately, nobody on base. The 1-2 pitch from Heald is a ball. 2-2 here. Struck him out.
Now batting number 1, Trey Byers.
Second strikeout for Heald. Trey Byers, left fielder, is up. On deck, number 11, Derek Boxberger. Inside, strike 1. Fouled down the left field line towards the Minneapolis dugouts. Strike 2. The 0-2 pitch coming up. Fair down the left field line. Oshman gets it. And the runner holds it first. So the first hit for the day by Byers. Puts man on first with 1 out. Trey Byers, left fielder's up. Ball 1. The Cardinals did have 2 men on in the first inning on walks. Strike's called, evens the count of 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, Seal going, hit out into center field, made catch by Griffin. Got him at first. Double play from Peyton Griffin to her first base, ends the inning. So Boxberger with a fly out. And Trey Byers out on base running. Force out back at first. Great play by the Lions. 0-0 after 1.5. Spring championships signal the end of another school year, but it doesn't call for an end to good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship is just as important after the school year is ended because it means valuable lessons have been learned while watching or participating in interscholastic activities. This is a public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis. Spencer Davidson up to bat for Minneapolis. On deck, Cooper Thompson. Davidson's batting average is .491 on the season, .646 on base average. Ball one. Swing and a hit out in the left center field. Made the catch. Center fielder stretched out and made the catch. That looked like forever that was going to drop. Great play by the center fielder, Jared Boxberger. Bieberly, excuse me. Cooper Thompson up for the Lions. Cooper's batting .345 on the season. On base percentage of .500. Two and 0 the count here. I think the scoreboard was a little ahead. Counts 2-0 now. No, 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Tags that in the left. The shortstop gets underneath it, makes the catch for the out. So the fourth flyout for the Lions here. Up is Lucas Vogel, third baseman for Minneapolis, batting .441 on the year. On base percentage .553. Strike one called. Ball one, 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball two. Two outs here for the Lions. Gaten Heald on deck. Starting pitcher. The pitcher gets that, and Vogel will be out at first. So no hits, no runs, no score. 0-0 after two. As we move to the third inning. We thank the Citizens State Bank and Trust for being one of our several sponsors, with banks at Delphus, Glasgow, and Minneapolis. Contact Owen Kendall or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs. Citizens State features online banking, deposit accounts, loans, investment, and trust services, and the Farm and Ranch Center. Cooper Thompson's geared up again here. Up is right fielder Cameron Schneeweiss, number 21. On deck, Jared Bieberly, center fielder. Strike one inside. The 0-1 pitch. Pop up foul back into the fence here. Counts 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. It's that foul down the right field line. Your 0-2 pitch. It's that shot knocked down by Watson at second. He's out at first. Jared Bieberly's up. He's first in the batting order. He was on with a walk. First time through. Inside there. Ball two. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled back into the fence. Cooper Thompson can't quite get the grab to put him out. So 2-1 the count to Bieberly. Pop up. Davidson comes under it and gets it for the out. It's the fourth fly out on the Cardinals today, like Minneapolis in the first 2 innings. They've had a ground out, a base running out, and 2 strikeouts. Up is 14. Brayton Donovan. Ball one. 1-0 pitch, low and inside, ball two. Two-0 pitch from Heald. Swung on, popped out in the left field. Osherman makes up, drops it. Going to end up being a double. Well, they're going for a triple. Can't get to the ball in time. So a triple for Brayton Donovan. So 2 outs, a runner at third in scoring position for Hoisington. Ball gets by White and gets by the center fielder. That scores Bieberly a double for Minguez. And an RBI. Makes the score 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals. The runner at second. Jacob Specht, catcher up. Swing and a miss. Ball one, strike one. Another swing and a miss. Strike two with 2 outs. Count is 1-2 to Specht. Inside. Luke Vogel tracks down a ball that wasn't quite on line. So Minguez moves to third on a steal. With the 2-2 count to Specht here. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. So third strikeout of the day for Heald. They score one on 2 hits and strand one. Hey, it's high school ownership time in Kansas, and what could be more exciting than watching soccer, softball, baseball, or track and field contests? Last year, thousands of spectators turned out for these fast-paced tournaments. Help create the excitement and attend these Cassius State Championships. Baseball and softball championships will be held on May 23rd and 24th. Soccer and track and field championships will be held on May 24th and 25th. I'd like to thank the Scott Osherman Agency, who's a proud sponsor of Minneapolis sports offices in Minneapolis and Belleville, your American family insurance agent. Scott can be reached at 785-392-3111. Coming up to bat for Minneapolis is starting pitcher Gaten Heald. Gaten has a .317 batting average. On base percentage of .524. Ball one on the first pitch. Daniel Watson, our starting second baseman, on deck. Strike one. 1-1 the count. He connects that out into right field. And the right fielder cannot bring it in. It's off his glove. Gaten's in for a stand-up double. Start the third for Minneapolis. Minneapolis' first hit of the day. Daniel Watson up and Levi Osherman on deck. Daniel has a batting percentage of .250 on the season. Inside, ball one. Daniel, sophomore. And we have courtesy runner out there, Crew Martin, I'm assuming. Pop up. Shortstop's getting underneath it. Left fielder makes the catch. So Daniel Watson out on a fly out. Yes, Crew Martin is courtesy runner today. Levi Osherman, .278 batting average. On base percentage of .471. Crew Martin on second in scoring position for Minneapolis. Ball one. It's that. Second baseman gathers it up, puts Oshman out at second or at first. Crew Martin moves to third.
Way to move him forward, Levi. Let's go, Nolan. Base hit gets him in. Move him around.
Nolan White up, second time around. Had a fly out first time through. Has a chance to tie the game here with a hit. Inside ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Outside ball two. The 2-0 pitch. Low. Ball three. Two outs here. Tying run at third for Minneapolis. The 3-0 pitch. Swung on, tap back to the pitcher. And he's out of first, stranding one runner. So Minneapolis gets no runs, strands one on one hit. The score 1-0 Hoisington after 3 innings of play. Lindsay Anderson, a recent graduate from Chapman High School, says sports require a lot of hard work to be successful. Giving all your effort and all the time is hard, and most people aren't willing to do it. High school activities teach young people how to do a good work ethic, often resulting in positive outcomes. Complaints are made about this generation's laziness and bad work ethic, but students who choose to participate in activities offered at their high school learn valuable life lessons, such as this one. This is it's from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Student Advisory Team. We thank again our sponsors, the D&M Body Shop with John Wright, located at the 1206 North 120th Road in Minneapolis. For all your auto body paint and interior repair needs, auto glass tinting and replacement, contact John at 785-392-2666. Avery Brewer up for the Cardinals. Ball one. Brewer struck out last time through. Connects with that out into center field. Caden Griffin gets under it, makes the catch.
Good job, Caden.
$16. Colt Hanzik up for Hoisington. Pop up.
Daniel.
Daniel Watson at second. Gets that fly out. Trey Byers up to bat. He had a hit previous time through. Was put out on base running. Ball one here. 2 down. Foul down the right field line, over the fence, out of play. Counts 1-1 to Byers. Fouls that down the right field line. Makes the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Heald. Pop up, out into center field, right center field, drops for a hit. Griffin grabs that and relays it to the shortstop. A single for Byers, his second hit of the day. 4th hit surrendered by Heald. Boxberger up. He had a fly out last time. Ball one. A high ball, 2. The 2-0 pitch coming from Heald. Ball 3. So runner on first. 2 outs. The 3-0 count here. Walked him. Third walk of the day issued by Heald. Up. Shinewise. Had a ground out last time up. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Up, 1-1's the count. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. Strike 2, evens the count at 2-2. Count 2-2 to Shinewise. The pitch. Strike 3. Fourth strikeout of the day for Heald. Strands 2 runners. No score in the top of the 4th as we move to the bottom of the 4th with Minneapolis coming up to bat. Score remains 1-0 in favor of the Hoisington Cardinals. We'd like to thank our main sponsor of these Acacia playoffs, the Minneapolis Junior Senior High School linebackers, as they're paying for the broadcast rights to have these games played on live video streaming here on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis channel. Dale Leach with the call here. Up from Minneapolis is Cade Thomas. Caden's batting .420 with an on-deck percentage of .523.
Cade Knopf, number 16.
Let's go, buddy.
Cade Thomas.
Foul down the right field line. Caden had a homer against Lincoln last game. One of 7 homers for the Lions this season. He knocks that out into center field and makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, number 1, Caden Griffin.
So 2 flyouts on the day for Cade so far. Caden Griffin, center fielder's up. Caden had a ground out his first time through. And he bunts it. Pitcher gets it gathered up and throws him out for first. So second ground out for Caden.
Now batting, number 24,
Spencer Davidson up. Batting .491. He had a fly out first time. Spectacular catch out there by their center fielder. Connects with that again. That falls for a hit out into right field. So Spencer's on. Minneapolis' second hit of the day. With 1 out, 1 man on here. Cooper Thompson up, batting .345 on the season. He had a fly out first time through. Our catcher. Pop up into center field. They get under it, make the catch to end the inning. So we strand 1 on 1 hit.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Cooper Thompson with the fly out. That's his second one of the day. Score remains 1-0 Hoisington after 4 innings of play. I'd like to thank some of our other sponsors, the Crooked Nail Studio in Minneapolis with Alexis Kern. Also Minneapolis Auto Tech with Gary Keating and Dave Sweat. And the Klein Oil Company of Delphus with Jim Klein. Minneapolis, one of the 8 number 1 seeds, won in quarterfinals. We have the third-ranked
Okay, guys, let's go.
winning percentage with Rock Creek and us, both 17-3. Also still in the hunt is last year's state champion, Sabetha, and second runner-up, the Thomas More Prep Monarchs out of Hayes, who are in our regionals. Some of the other number one seeds, Frontenac, 19-0 record. Ball two there to count 2-0. Eureka with 11-4. Wellsville with 14-3. Mauer Hill Academy of Atchison 18-0. Ball three. Cimarron 12-5 record. Cheney with 17-4. Minneapolis and Wellsville both, or Rock Creek, 17-3. Showing bunt, pulls it back. Strike one. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit. Shortstop gathers it up, bumbles it. And throw not to first in time. Fifth hit surrendered by Heald.
Go, guys.
Ball and the steal by Boxberger is good.
Okay, Lions.
Connects, gets through the gap between third and short. Griffin throws that in, cut off by Davidson. That's going to score 13. Bieberly puts Hoisington up 2-1. With the double by Donovan there. Minga's up. The runner at second for Hoisington. Pop up into right field. Falls for a hit between center and right. Out at second is Minguez on an RBI. Scores Donovan.
Nice job.
So sacrifice puts Hoisington up 3-0. One out here in the top of the fifth. Kurt Hanslick up for the Cardinals. Had a strikeout and a flyout so far. Inside ball. Makes the count 2-1. Connects with that. A gap between, or gap out the left field, or Osherman gathers it up. Got by the shortstop. 2, Brewers up. Six hits surrendered by Heald here. A 1-1 the count, 1 out. Pop up, out into center field. Griffin gets under it, makes the catch. Keeps Specht at first. 2 down. Henslick up. Oh, he took a great play by Spencer Davidson. Pickoff at first. The guy looked safe, and he picked up his foot. Davidson tapped him, and he's out. So Specht out on a base running play. So they strand 1 but score 2 in the top of the 5th to make it Hoisington 3, Minneapolis 0. So the Lions need to see if we can get some scoring going here as we move to the bottom of the 5th. Up for Minneapolis should be Lucas Vogel, batting .441 on the season. On base percentage of .553. Mangus continues pitching. He's had no strikeouts, no walks, has surrendered just 2 hits. Minneapolis has 7 flyouts and 3 groundouts. One runner stranded. 2 runners stranded on base. Our third baseman on deck, Gaten Heald. Connects with that out in the left center. That falls for a hit. Abyss. He stays at first. Thought he might make it to second, but we'll accept that. We've got a guy on. Gaten Heald up. On deck, Daniel Watson. Heald batting .317. On base percentage of .524. Gaten, our starting pitcher. Pop up. Third baseman gets under it, makes the catch. Daniel Watson up. Daniel had a fly out first time through. High ball 1. So 1 down here. 1 runner at first for Minneapolis. Ball 2. Connects out into right field. They make the play. Vogel goes back to first and is safe. So Watson out with a fly out, his second of the day. Levi Osherman up. Had a ground out first time through. One runner on, 2 out. Scores 3-0 Hoisington. Low, ball 1. High, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. High, ball 3. I must have lost track. Scoreboard says ball 2. Nope, there he goes. 3-0. Strike call. 3-1. Levi has a batting average of .278. On base percentage .471. In outside, ball 4. So Osherman's on with the walk. First walk of the day issued on the Cardinal walk pitcher, Menges. So 2 runners on with 2 outs. Up is Nolan White, third time through the batting order. Nolan's had 2 flyouts, I do believe. Pickoff attempt at second, he got him. Vogel got a little too off base, too far off base. So we strand 1, score none. Hoisington retains the lead of 3-0 after 5 innings of play. Gayton Heel will continue as our pitcher. I'd like to thank some of our other sponsors, the Crossline Crop Insurance in Minneapolis, John Pruitt, Hometown Hardware with Pam Barker and Vicki Kaufman, and Sunflower Realty in Minneapolis with Monty Nelson. Okay, he's up to the number 16, Colt Henslick for Hoisington.
46.
.46 pitches for Heel after 5 innings. Ball there. Counts 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. High and outside. Ball 3. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Fourth day walk of the day issued by Heald. Number 1, Byers up. Left fielder. Ball 1. Byers has had 2 hits. Excuse me. 2 hits. Had a fly out. That ball gets away. That's going to move a runner to second. In the dirt. Ball 2. No outs here. The top of the 6th. Strike's called. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. So Byers on with a walk. 5th walk of the day on Heald. And we're going to have a conversation at the mound. And a pitching change. Gayton Heald comes off after about 49, 50 pitches. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Nolan White is going to be in relief from short. Nolan has an ERA of .1465 on the season. Has 2 wins. It started 1 game. Trying to figure out who our new shortstop's going to be. Crew Martin, I think, will go to second, and Daniel Watson will go to short. To replace White. Score remains 3-0, Hoisington here. Top of the 6th. So runners at first and second. With no outs. Derek Boxberger at bat for the Cards. Low ball one. Pop up to the right. Out of the field play. Ball two. 2-1 the count. Your 2-1 pitch coming up. Swung and hit. Picked up by Vogel. Vogel's at double play. Vogel picked that up and
Nice job, boys. Nice job.
got the second base runner out. And over to Davidson at first for the double play. 21, Steinweiss up with 2 down. Out at pick up second. Got him at first. Ground out for Steinweiss. The Cards strand 1. Score 0. The score remains 3-0 as they move to the bottom of the 6th in favor of the Hoisington Cardinals. Again, we wish to thank the MJSHS linebackers for paying the broadcast rights fees to the Kansas State High School Activity Association for these games. We appreciate their support. Okay, we need the Lions need a rally here in these bottom 2 innings, down 3-0. Starting up will be Cade Thomas, 3rd time through the order. Excuse me, Nolan White. Cade Thomas on deck. In the hole, Caden Griffin.
Okay, Nolan, let's go. Let's go. Hey, top of the lineup, guys. Let's go. Let's go. You're there for a reason. Let's go. Get it going, guys.
Outside ball 1. Manguez continues pitching for the Cardinals. No strikeouts. Has issued 1 walk, surrendered 3 hits. Strike there, 1-1's the count. Connects with that. Foul down the right side. First baseman makes the catch for the out. Second fly out for White. Cade Thomas up. Cade's had 2 flyouts so far. Foul down the right field line. Outside ball 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Connects. By the second baseman. That'll be an error. Counted as a hit. Cade Thomas. His first hit of the day. Fourth hit overall for Minneapolis. Cade Griffin up. Caden has had 2 groundouts so far. .384 batting average on the season. On base percentage .446. Ball 1. So 1 runner on with 1 out. Ball 2. That was a strike, 1-1 is the count. Gets shortstop, knocks it down, but can't connect to make a play. So a hit for Griffin. 5th hit of the day for Minneapolis. Up is Spencer Davidson. Got a fly out and a hit so far. The hit, if I remember right, was a double. I didn't mark it down. I could be wrong. 1-0 the count here. Swing and a miss. So 1 out, 2 men on for Minneapolis. Tying run at the plate in Davidson. Connects with that. Fair down the left field line by the third baseman. That's going to score Thomas. Griffin safe at third, and Davidson with a double. An RBI double. Three to 1. Cooper Thompson to bat. In the dirt, ball 1. So 2 runners in scoring position. The go-ahead run at home play at the batter's box, Cooper Thompson. Ball 2. Foul tip. Lucas Vogel's on deck for Minneapolis. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Lions. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. High, ball 3, 3-1. The count to Thompson. Ball 4, bases loaded. Just the second walk of the day issued by Mingus. So the go-ahead run at first with 1 out. Lucas Vogel up the bat, and the Hoisington Cardinals are going to have a visit at the pitcher's mound. Lucas has had a hit and was put out on base running. Lucas batting .441 on the season. Outside, ball one. The 1-0 pitch connects out in the left field. Falls for it's a home run. No, it's going to score two. Stand-up triple for Cooper Thompson to tie the score. A 2 RBI stand-up double, triple. And our fans are a little excited, as you could tell. Scores Griffin. Scores Davidson. Ties the score at 3. Deep in the left field went that ball. Seventh hit of the day, surrendered by Mingus. Gayton heeled up. They hit him. Gayton heeled on with a walk. Third walk of the day for Mingus. Daniel Watson up. Daniel batting .250. He's had 2 flyouts so far today. 2 men on here. That triple was by Vogel. I credited Thompson, excuse me. Thompson was onto the walk earlier. Lost track of my records. So 2 men on the line. It's tied at 3. 1 out. Counts 3-0 to Watson. Walks him. Walks in a run. Minneapolis is up for the first time of the day. 4-3, an RBI walk for Daniel Watson. Fourth walk of the day for Mingus. And we're going to have pitching change. Number 16 in relief, that's Hanslick. Colt Hanslick in relief. Mingus lasted 6 1/3 innings. And if Minneapolis wins, is also all of a sudden the losing pitcher after having led most of the time. Up to bat is Levi Osherman. On deck, Nolan White. Levi's had been on with a walk and had one ground out so far.
Okay, Levi. Let's go, buddy. Let's go, buddy. Base it, buddy. Base it.
One and 0 the count to Osherman. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Minneapolis 4, Hoisington 3 here, bottom of the 6th. Ball 3. Ball 4, an RBI walk for Osherman. Up. Strike called. Three and 1 the count. There's the RBI walk. Brings in Vogel, who had the big RBI double. Second walk for Osherman. Nolan White up. He's had 2 flyouts. Make that 3, I think. I didn't mark it down. Either fly out or a ground out. Base is still loaded. Minneapolis up 5-3 here, bottom of the 6th. A hit. Shortstop. Knocks it down, but cannot get the throw to first in time. Gayton Heald scores. Nolan White with his first hit of the day, an RBI single. Scores Gayton Heald. Makes the score 6-3 Minneapolis with 1 out. All the damage coming here in the bottom of the 6th. Cade Griffin up. Want to know the count here. Pop up here to the left. A pop up foul. Makes the count 1-1. 1 out, bases loaded. 6-3 Minneapolis. Again, all 6 runs coming here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, ball 2. Connects, the pitcher gathers it up. He's out at home is Watson. Thomas safe at first. Second single for Thomas. Caden Griffin up. Fourth time through the order, he's had a hit, which was a single, has had 2 groundouts. Base is still loaded. 2 outs now. Score remains 6-3 in favor of the Lions. Low and inside. A grounder. Makes the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Struck and hit. It falls fair. It's going to score. Osherman's going to score White. A single for Griffin. 2 RBIs on it. Scores White and Osherman. And the score, 8-3, Minneapolis. 2 outs. Davidson up the bat. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. Spencer batting .491. He's had 2 hits today, an RBI, and scored a run. Both were doubles, I do believe, and had 1 fly out. Pop-up foul into the fence. Cooper Thompson on deck. Ball makes the count 1-2. He connects with that. That falls for a hit. That's going to score 2. Cade Thomas. Griffin. A stand-up triple for Spencer Davidson. Another 2 RBIs. His 3rd hit of the day. Scores Griffin and Thomas. With Davidson now at third. 9-0. Cooper Thomas up. Thompson up the bat. Thompson's had a hit and a walk. 2 flyouts. 10-3 Minneapolis. Davidson thought about coming home to that wild pitch, decided to stay. Things were starting to look a little bleak for Minneapolis. The start of the bottom of the 6th. Now up 10-3. 10 runs. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Cooper Thompson. Three and 1 now. Ball 4. That's going to score Davidson on that wild pitch. The walk to Thompson. And the wheels have really coming off the tricycle here for the Hoisington Cardinals. Davidson scores his second run. It is now 11-3, and I have failed to keep the scoreboard here up on the scoreboard. I apologize. Too much excitement and writing down what's what on the paperwork, trying to keep up with that. Lucas Vogel up to bat. That's my excuse, whether you accept it or not, I don't know. Lucas Vogel up, batting .441 on the season. He's had 2 hits today, 2 RBIs, has scored a run. I think he's got down 2 runs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11, yeah. Eleven to 3, 11 runs from Minneapolis here in the bottom of the 6th. Down 3-0 at the beginning of it. Number 2, Brewer in relief for Hoisington. Quite the turnaround for your Lions here today. Okay, we have runners at first. Big runner at first, not runners. Cooper Thompson at first. Third pitcher of the inning for the Cardinals. Foul tip back into the fence. Oh and 1 the count to Vogel. Ball. Foul back into the fence again. Outside. Gets by the pitcher. Shortstop gets the ball and the force out at second. To end the inning for Minneapolis.
Let's go, defense! Nice job, guys.
Force out on Cooper Thompson at second. Minneapolis was down 3-0. Everything looked in the favor of the Hoisington Cardinals as we went to the bottom of the 6th. Everything had been in their command They were getting all the hits in all the right places. Minneapolis was not. We were not getting anything in the gaps. Very few errors on the part of the Cardinals. And things all of a sudden went the way of the Lions. The floodgates opened here in the bottom of the sixth. 11 runs by the Lions. Has to be pretty frustrating for the Cardinals and their fans. So 3 outs for on the Cardinals, and Minneapolis will have a win. Nolan White continues in relief for the Lions. Up is number 13, Jared Beverly, excuse me. Their center fielder.
Let's go, Nolan. Let's go, Lions.
13, not, yeah, 13. Inside ball 1. Strike 1, ball 1, strike 1's the count. To Beverly. The 1-1 pitch, swung on a miss, strike 2. Shortstop Vogel gets it out at first. So 1 down. Up number 14, Brayton Donovan. Strike 2. Pop up. Vogel gets underneath it. Makes the play. 2 down.
One more, guys. One more.
Mingus up. Is that a hit? Scored a run and then RBI. His hit was a double. He's had 1 fly out.
Let's go, guys.
The starting pitcher for the Hoisington Cardinals, and it appears will take their loss in his record. Unless there's a tremendous rally here.
There you go.
Ball is called. 2-1 the count. Three and 1 now.
You got this, Nolan.
Connect. Line out. Straight to Daniel Watson at third. Woohoo! And your Lions win the day 11-3.
Nice job, guys.
You've just seen the Minneapolis baseball team win its first ever regional semifinal game to move to the championship. The season has been a historic one. Several firsts. First 12-win season, 12 or 12 wins. First number 1 seed regional, first time contending for the league title. And now the first win in semifinal of Class 3A regional, and a move on to the finals. Class 3A against either Concordia or Thomas More Prep of Hayes, which is the runner-up in last year's 3A state playoffs. Gaten Heald is our starting pitcher. Retired, down 3-0. Nolan White with the save and the win. Miles Minguez, the losing pitcher for the Cardinals of Hoisington. I'm going to have the play of the game be the bottom of the 6th, 11 runs, down 3-0. Minneapolis comes back and wins 11-3. That'll be sponsored by the Lyle Davidson Agency, your nationwide insurance agent. Our player of the game is going to be Spencer Davidson, third baseman. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 runs, a double, and a triple. And that's going to be sponsored by the Citizen State Bank and Trust Company. So Minneapolis will be back at 6 or 6:30, somewhere in there. Depending on how this second game goes, it's going to start till 4:30, so it'll probably be at least 6:30 before this second game starts, the championship. Dale Leach is going to sign off for CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis channel. We'll be back for the championship, Class 3A Regional in Concordia, Kansas. Good afternoon, folks.